Tommy, good to see you. The best information. It's got to do with you, Tommy. This is what you picture, all this building. It's knowledge. It's wave. It's what this beauty made of. Really important. Incredible. The truth all along in our face. In our face. Look at this. You've got much work to do, Tommy, I tell you. Look at this. And Tommy, you must contact with this channel. Contact with them. Work with them. Very interesting channel. Young channel. Yeah, all the truth is there in this channel. So important. So lovely, huh? This is who we are. This is who we are. It's life. This is the truth. This is who we are. This is what this creation made of. Everything connects. We are flower in this tree of life. Tissue, toys field, wave, vibration, sound, hertz, tone. Yeah, I'm so happy to promote this channel. Yeah, a few hours ago, they sent free a new video, very interesting, free energy, very interesting. So beautiful, much class. They are from Russia. Yeah, they are young. You must know them, and they must know you too. because they need your video too, you know, from Toronto, of this building. Very interesting. Incredible. So beautiful. Happy to see you. Oof. Best knowledge. They hide this knowledge from us. I'm so excited to present you this chapter. Glasses. Tommy, this is what you picture. This is what you picture, Tommy. Wow. Wow. Look at this. This is the creation. When you send vibration, you understand that everything connects. As above, so below. Look at this. All about about energy, all about vibration, mind, consciousness, spirit. We must grow up. This is the simple truth, simple glory, beauty. Wow, incredible. Yeah. So lovely. It is drama. It's a big drama. It's a big, big, big drama. Yeah, like this music. Wow. Thank you, StreamYard. Thank you so much. Wow. Incredible, huh? Yeah, we don't have this luxus not to know who we are. We've got no this luxus. No, you should know who you are. You should know. You deserve to know. We deserve to know. This is awareness. This is awareness, to be aware. every shape is different vibration, different hertz. Wow, wow, incredible, so beautiful. It's a short video. It's soon the end of the video, and I like to jump to the last video a few hours ago about free energy. I travel a lot in YouTube and try to learn this free energy, how to create light with, you know, Mother Nature's what we've got. So I've got copper, I've got magnet and many stuff to learn more about this. It's very interesting with free energy. In every aspect. Wi-Fi free. I learned this and I share this information on Facebook. Look at this. Oh wow. So beautiful. Yeah, I like to paint my wall with all this mandala. So beautiful. Okay, let's jump to the last video. This is the pressure channel. This is the channel. Let's jump to the last video. But let's be careful with all this reclam. And now what I need to do is again jump to the end of the video and see that there is no commotion who are going to bother us. Yeah, now we can continue.
St. Petersburg. One famous polytechnical institute.
So it's a shame, no option to give you translate, and it's a shame. I must tell him, first of all, for deaf people, and it's very necessary. Not always the volume is good. Must be option to translate this. Okay.
Yes, it was called in Soviet Union. Now it's Polytechnical University in St. Petersburg. It's state technological institute, like Massachusetts Technological Institute. It's very well known university, and I will go there to make chemical analysis, elemental analysis of samples I took from Bangladesh and counterweight so-called. But before we make such analysis, let's take a look at the building, and please pay attention. Please note the size, the height of this fence on. And also please note the date of opening such university. It's 1899, but it's much flooded building. Come on, Matplat was not in 20th century, it was long before. And it's a group of buildings, there's a whole complex of buildings, and it's also called Institute of Peter the Great. But in reality, he didn't exist, and look how high the windows are, and look inside. And if you go inside, I came inside, and what I see is at least 4 meters. It's at least 4 meters, and metal construction like everywhere. But it's a building made of bricks, well-known red bricks. And we are in chemical faculty, and we go inside to visit one guy in laboratory, and it's professor
It's gonna be
in chemical laboratory, different technical laboratories, and cathedrals and so on, but it's a laboratory of nano and mesostructural materials, and they specialize in carbon mixes. Why carbon, I will explain later, because I'm a little bit confused. And this is a device to make new materials. Really. They got mix of copper and carbon. I will talk about it later. A little bit. This is to mix, to create new materials. Here we got a mix of copper and carbon, 50-50, but it's mixed like metal. It's not possible, but they give it.
I made myself coffee, so
A lot of huge equipment.
let's go back a little bit.
And carbon, 50-50, but
Okay.
it's mixed like metal. It's not possible, but they give it. A lot of
Look at this
huge
room.
equipment. They make fullerenes. Fullerenes, they use it in pathology, medicine, and so on. Fullerenes, they go inside tissue, inside body, and make it heal, self-healing, something like that. And here we're gonna make analysis of capacitors, free energy capacitors, and this device for free energy lights, lamp. So, and here we talk about the structure of carbon mixes of fullerenes and so on, of different materials and how to use it and blah blah blah. This pretty nice guy. I mean, he's a well-known researcher in Russia in his area, and he specializes, I repeat, on carbon mixes. Normally, it's not possible to mix carbon with some metals with a proportion more than, for example, if it's carbon and metal, I mean regular metal like ferrum, like normal iron. In English it's iron, but in Latin it's ferrum. Ferrum and carbon, it's not possible to mix them if it's more carbon more than 8%. Actually 7. And I remind, if you have not watched my video about this counterweight, which I bought in St. Petersburg in antique sales, I will just briefly repeat what is it. This is a device for lamp, and it's a really strange device. It has magnetic features, as I show you. I'm showing you. And just to remind you what was my video about, this is how it looks like. And I took 2 samples, one from outer space here. You can see the small corner there. And as I will show you inside, it's like egg shape. It's also metallic, but it doesn't look like, bronze. Outer shell looks like bronze, but inside it doesn't look like bronze. It's typical iron. It says 13, I don't know what, pounds maybe. Maybe it's about weight. And I also made some samples, took some samples from this inner egg. I think it was for mercury, to make mercury, to have it shaped like egg, and to conduct free energy, because mercury was everywhere. And just to remind this about second sample, where I took it somewhere here.
Hey Lev, good to see you.
It's not really small, but
Good to see you, Lev.
pretty big piece. It was like, I want to take small piece of it somewhere. Ask him, maybe somewhere broken. This material for attraction to electricity.
Where's all my sisters?
Wait.
Okay.
Maybe there. Maybe there. But in reality, I took hammer and I put a piece of it. I climbed up on it, and I got some piece of this ceramic pot. But it's not ceramic pot. It
Hey,
was
Kathleen, I'm sorry I
from
didn't see
here,
you.
anti-ceramic pot.
Good to
As you
see
see,
you.
it was a round shape, circle shape, ceramic pot, and something was inside with a metal rod, like everywhere. It's a real consistency of all
Actually, this is
phases.
what I'm saying. This pot, ceramic, and something was inside. And all this bullshit for decoration. This is what is purpose. This is functional.
Yeah, it's real function because I think it's kind of capacitors of free energy here
Yeah.
there forever.
Wow.
And it was everywhere in Bangladesh, in Russia, in London, USA, and so on, because we had global civilization all over the world. I wouldn't call it Tartarian, I wouldn't call it Atlantis, but it definitely was global civilization, one style. It's agricultural style of weapons, making statues, architecture, and so on. One knowledge before invasion, one kind of people and one status and everything, all we know. And then it was deleted after invasion. But let's get the point. After a while, I got a message from this guy, and he had not much comment. He said, sorry for delay because of summertime, vacations, blah, 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 and he sent the results. And I'm showing the results. This guy could not explain what he has shown. The first test is outer shell. I mean, it's a counterweight and it's outer shell. And what we see here, we definitely see in periodic table of contents, on Mendeleev table of contents, C is carbon. Just to remind, ferrum, silicium is a silicon. It's not important now, but ferrum is iron. Okay, and what we see here, you can also check it, please. Also, because I am a bit confused how it's possible. This guy could not explain me anything. He doesn't know how. Yeah, and no idea how it's possible. More than 52% of carbon, no way. Maximum 7, 6 point something. And then some oxygen, that is normal. Silicon also normal. Silicium, manganese, magnesium, whatever. Phosphor also. But how it's possible to make a mix of iron and carbon? But here, condenser capacitors, free energy capacitors, it's mostly oxygen. I think because of heat, because of hot temperature. It was nuclear blast close to this temple. And we see some magnesium, some aluminum, some silicium, calcium, calcium, 8%, but mostly it's oxygen because everything was burned. It's nothing important. Looks like normal clay. But what he pointed out, nothing else. Just let's get the point. Here, atomic weight on top, and here mass. Proportions of mass, weight, just normal weight, and atoms on top. How it's possible to make such a mix? This guy, he's expert in this area, mixing carbon with some metals. He doesn't know how it is. Maybe you know, maybe it was a joke, maybe I will make a second, but actually it is second test. I don't know what to say, guys. If you have any ideas, please write in comments. I really would like to know what's going on and how this counterweight can be in this proportion of metals. I repeat, carbon and iron cannot be mixed if carbon more than 6.7%. Actually, more than 7%, it's no way possible to do conventional way. What do you think about it? Please write in comments. I need your support of normal engineer. God bless you and see you next time.
You don't need to know so much the details. But the moment that you just listen and you are aware, you're gonna get the answer. You see, you don't need to know the details, all the knowledge in us, all of it. We are quantum computer. This body is quantum computer. Is Q. Yes. It's about us being our body. This programming. Yeah. Let's see. Another video. They're all short video, but incredible knowledge. Man, absolutely man. Yeah, let me see that we don't have any more. Yes, we do. You see, this is what I mean. After YouTube tell me, you know, there is a commotion, and so let me see again. No problem. Great. Let's start. This is the one that we see. No, this is something else. This is another video. No, it's the same video.
This one. And so it's going to be out at 2 and 3.
You can see the.
Okay, let's take this off. Let's take this off. Otherwise, there might be a problem. Clean. Great.
Part video about fractals.
We have
and
translate
its
here.
role in
This is
architecture
beautiful.
of our previous civilization,
Right.
human civilization, our civilization before invasion. As you can see in the video, fractals are everywhere. All architecture has signs of fractals. All architecture had fractal design, as we already discussed and shown in previous video. Just to remind, I'm showing you a few more examples of fractals and fractal architecture in different parts of the world. They all have the same features. They all built and designed using fractal structures. And why I think so? I already explained in first part of the video, and second, and will explain in this one. And all these buildings has one in common: their fractal design. They have fractal design and purpose of free energy using fractals and directing energies and vibrations using fractal design, fractal shapes. And just to remind you what was in the first part of the video, this is my channel in Russian, Tselmazov, and we were discussing features of fractal. Features like, compilation and repetition in all levels, upside down. In the first video, we discussed that the whole Earth is a crystal, no matter what shape it is, but it has crystal features, and all main cities were in certain parts on certain distances in triangles, sometimes on straight lines, and we can see those triangles when we can calculate the places of power, places of main deposits, oil deposits, and raw material deposits, and so on. And we found that all main cities of previous civilization had fractal design, and we discussed about Malta, Malta star forts, which are multi-level everywhere on all levels from top to down. And also we discussed different fractal design in rows windows and inside some of the buildings, like, you know, big cathedrals. Let's call it Catholic cathedrals, but it was not originally designed for praying. If somebody believes that such a huge building, beautiful building with very tall towers were created just to put cross fractal antenna on top to make God see it better, or to make bells sound better, or pipe organs were only for music, okay, let them believe it. But I have other opinion, and if you can turn your brain on, you're welcome on my channel. And we also discussed different fractal shapes, for example, on top of columns, capitals so called, and different types of fractal design on outside decoration of buildings and inside decoration of buildings. And if you haven't seen some of my other videos about magnetron shapes and so on, and about role of sound in making energies and so on, you're welcome, because you will understand better what I'm talking about and what I'm trying to tell you. So outside we see definitely also fractals, because look at the top of the dome, it's very obvious for me, and it's also obvious that inside it has also fractal design in layering in shape of this dome inside. Why I think so? Let this guy answer.
You're watching a mythology video, and that probably means you know that nature is crawling with Fibonacci numbers. So they're in flower heads, in pineapples, in pine cones like that. But have you ever heard a really nice, accessible explanation for why they're there? Well, for the past 3 weeks, I've been trying to come up with an explanation like this that really gets to the mathematical core that makes this happen. And I think I found it. So let me know how I went with this at the end of this video. There's quite a bit more nice maths to all this that I'm going to talk about in this video. In particular, there's a nice connection with the golden ratio. For that, check out part 2. So I'll focus on flower heads like this, and let's just have a close look. What jumps out at you are, of course, the spirals. So there's 55 going this way and 34 going the other way. And there's 21 if you focus in on the middle, and even further in there's 13. And of course, Fibonacci numbers. Right? Now, before we move on, I just want to emphasize that these different numbers are visible in different parts of the flower head. So the smaller, the further in. So 13 is visible here, 21 further out, but there's always this region where they overlap. So consecutive numbers, when you see them in the plant, are occupying different regions, but they're always overlapping here with the next two, 21 and 34. Okay, now plants like this grow, so does the Fibonacci sequence. Starting with the two seeds 1 and 1, we grow them like this. 1 plus 1 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on. Now the plants that exhibit these spirals all have something in common. They all grow from a central point. So there's more and more of these buds being pushed here in the middle, and as they appear in the middle, they push everything out to the boundary, and that gives this really nice homogeneous flower head in this case. So a bit of a more detailed look. So here we've got the first guy just sitting there waiting for the second one. The second one squeezes in like that. And then the third one has to kind of squeeze in above or below. There's a bit of asymmetry, so it goes for the top here. And then, well, there's this gap here. That's where the next one's going to squeeze in. There's a gap there where the next one's going to squeeze in. You can also see these seeds or buds are growing as they're being pushed out. So all this together establishes a very nice pattern, very, very quickly, very robust. And what that leads to is basically every seed or bud playing the same role inside the flower head. So some consequences of all this: when you have the plant growing, all the buds are being pushed out radially, so they actually move along pretty much straight lines. Another thing is, if you focus in on part of the flower head and take snapshots, you basically always see the same thing. You can kind of turn around like this, you always see the same thing. Then when you have a close look again, you see that everything here is packed very, very densely. Okay? So things are being squeezed into the middle and everything's kind of pushed out, and you're really packing things as densely as you can. Now, if this was absolutely optimal, if the densest packing of circle-like things like these buds would really be this pattern here. You don't quite get there, but you get fairly close. So you've got these layers here, and they're interleaving like this. And then you also get these circles aligning in certain ways, and you've got another one going the other way. Now let's see where this sort of packing comes up in a real plant. There it is. You can pretty much take any part of the plant, you'll be able to fit this pattern in there. Closer look here. Now we are two families. There's the first one. That's a family of spirals, now equally spaced, going around the center of the flower head. And there's a second one going the other way. Comes about very naturally just from this little stable pattern being established in the center of the flower, and then everything being packed as close as you can. You get these two families of spirals happening. Now, if we focus in on this plant, we can actually see another family of spirals. There it is. It doesn't jump out at you like the other two, but it's there. And actually, it does jump out if you extend them out further into this part of the plant up there. Let's have a close look. So the first two families of spirals, they make these diamond cells. And the third type of spiral, they form diagonals cutting through those diamonds. So I call them the diagonal spirals, okay? And these three spirals being connected like this actually translate into the mathematical core that makes Fibonacci numbers appear in flower heads like this. So what is it? Well, if you have a family of spirals twirling this way, equally spaced like that, and another one twirling that way, equally spaced, and you look at the diagonal family like this, and you count the number of spirals in these families, you always find that the number of green ones plus the number of red ones is exactly equal to the number of blue ones. And you can already see the connection, right? So there's two numbers, and they're being added up to give a third number, just like the way the Fibonacci sequence works. I'm actually going to prove this to you at the end of this video. It's my own proof, very proud of it, so I have to do it. But let's just run with this. So we've got one number visible, that's the greens, and we've got another number visible, that's the reds. We don't have the blue ones yet. So how does the blue one come up as the next number in the sequence visually? Well, let's have a look here. I'll highlight one of the green spirals, I'll highlight one of the red spirals, and I'll also draw in one of the blue ones there. It's not jumping out at you yet. Focusing on this point, magnify it out over here. Now, the spirals correspond to the shortest connections. I mean, the spirals are not there, you're just making them up, basically. And what you do is you're looking for neighboring buds, and then extrapolate these connections that you see. And the neighboring buds here are indicated by the green and the red at the moment. So what happens when now everything gets pushed out further? Let's just go. So you can see, I mean, we've got the same arrangement all the way throughout, but everything kind of gets spread along larger and larger rings here. And what you can also see is that the length ratios change. In fact, this one has now become the longest connection, and the other one are shorter. And when I take away the highlighting here, and you close your eyes for a second and open them up again, you can actually no longer see the green. But what you can see now, very clearly, is the blue and the red. So that's how it goes. And, well, we see the next type of spiral appearing there in the middle, and it will become dominant further out as we push things further out. Okay, so we've had like 4 different kind of spirals here already. So we kind of start with those two. We know that the numbers here add up to the third number. These two are visible. This one becomes visible next. These two numbers add up to that one here. They're visible at the moment. That one's going to be visible next, and so on. So starting with 2 seed numbers here, we get a Fibonacci-like sequence happening from that point onwards. Okay, so that's definitely part of the explanation. What it doesn't quite explain yet is, well, why do we start with Fibonacci seeds like 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 5 and not some other numbers? Okay, could be some other numbers that pop up here first, and once they are established, everything else is determined by our rule. Well, there's a bit of confession that I have to make. I mean, it's often claimed that the only numbers that come up in these plants are Fibonacci numbers, but that's actually not true at all. There's actually a lot of different sequences that come up. So there are the Fibonacci numbers here, but there are also like double the Fibonacci numbers, for example. And there are also these guys here, they're called Lucas numbers. So all these come up quite a bit, but what they all have in common is that they follow our rule. So two numbers always add up to the next one in the sequence.
Be patient.
Okay. Well, there's still a bit of a predominance of the Fibonacci sequence. And how do you explain that? Well, you really have to have a close look at the individual plant. You have to do a very detailed analysis there. And well, I'll link in a couple of papers in the description. It's a lot more complicated.
There is a huge meaning and purpose for all this information. We're gonna get there. It's a very short video. Yeah, 10 more minutes.
Goes beyond what I'm going to explain here. I can just give you one more bit of insight into why these sorts of sequences should come up and nothing else. If you just think about it, a plant really also starts from very small numbers, right? It starts from 1, 2, 3, and so on. And since this pattern that I've been talking about is established very quickly, you also very quickly see like a ring in which two of these families are parent. It's going to be small numbers of spirals in these families of spirals, right? And so it's going to be either 2 and 3, or 3 or 5, or 6 and 10, 4 and 6, one of those guys, and it's going to take off from there. So, it's quite plausible. All right, so I'm quite happy with this explanation, so tell me whether you're happy too. Apart from that, I still want to give you my proof for why green plus red is equal to blue. So we start out with these two families of equally spaced spirals, and I've actually just made this up in a drawing program, and another one that kind of twirls the other way. We overlap them like that, and we join the family of diagonal spirals. Now I claim that whenever we do something like this, doesn't matter how this comes about, we always get green plus red is equal to blue. Okay, so here's my proof. So we circumnavigate this ring, and we start at this corner, and first we follow one of the red spirals until we can't go any further. Then we switch to one of the green spirals, follow that one for a while, then we switch to a red one again, and then to a green one, red one, green one. It doesn't really matter how you do it exactly, it doesn't matter, as long as you make a closed path like this, yellow path, okay? Now, the points of intersection here on the yellow path, we highlight. So first, make those all green, so green from this corner on up to there. Then in this corner here, we put red. We go up to here with red, and then again switch to green, and then keep on going like this all the way around. Right, and now we can actually see at a glance that green plus red is equal to blue. Here we go. Every red point is exactly one red spiral. That means there's exactly as many red spirals as there are red points. And the same way, there's exactly as many green points as there are green spirals. On the other hand, there's exactly as many points as there are blue spirals. And that shows, at a glance, that green plus red is blue. Isn't that nice? And that's it for this video. So eventually we'll also make part 2. So watch out for this one. That's going to be then highlighting the connection with the golden ratio.
And as this guy explained, this also this pineal gland in our brain, and this pine cones in this fractal shape on top, this pine cone which we see.
It was your icon, Lev. Yeah. Beautiful.
Brain and this pine cones in this fractal shape on top, this pine cone which we see in Vatican, pine cones we see in Asian temples, pine cone we see everywhere all the world. This Grebennikov shape also has fractal design, like in our brain. This pineal gland, this also has this shape, I think, because of for higher reason, for higher person, and also fractal shape, just like for pineal gland, like pine cones everywhere on cannons, on buildings, and in these niches inside buildings, that has the same reason and the same person to direct energy using fractal shape and direct it and create, multiply to make resonance and so on using its shape. and being in resonance with universe, because all fractals are in resonance. As though these fractals, which I show you in so-called mosques, it's also not for praying. It's also not churches for Muslims. They have the same purpose: make energy and direct energy and connect and so on. Because it resonates with our nerve system, with our blood system, which has also fractal design and pineal gland. Please make research what for this gland is, and it's in charge for everything, for inspiration, for energies, and so on, for connection of the world, extra sense, extra power, and so on. And you will understand that all is connected, all design, all over the world is about the same, just for the same purpose. In India, as you see, it's a sailings in India. It's in Asia, in Persia, in Iran, in Saudi Arabia, everywhere. In Borobudur, Indonesia, in Russia, in Europe, they all had domes. All architecture had domes as horn antenna, and has fractal design inside and outside, as I shown you in temple on the center of the Red Square in Russia, and so-called cathedral on Malta, and everywhere, like salients and domes in actually everywhere. St. Petersburg, India, Bangladesh, Australia, and so on. Just enjoy the beauty of fractal design all over the world. I just randomly, searched for salients, dome, church, and golden ratio in architecture. And you don't need to believe me, just search for yourself, or Google or Yandex or any other search engine. Just type sacral geometry, domes, salients, ancient geometry, ancient architecture, and you will see those pictures. It's everywhere. The same, thousands of them, have the same rules, the same law of universe, fractality. Fractality.
I must tell you, once I was looking on the, the car. I have four, you know what I mean. This is how you can rule the car. So if you watch this, every car have different wave. You see the, yeah, you're gonna see it. It's different. It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
It is the way. It's not. It is the path. It's not the purpose. Not the final goal.
Well,
as we see, everywhere we can see rotation and fractal designs, symbols of rotation, meanders, and sun and fractal design. You cannot find anything square, rectangular. You will see round corners everywhere, because circle, and especially yellow circles, is kind of our God, and it has some purpose, like this one. It's also horn antenna with fractal design. Nothing is by incident or just for decoration. Everything, all beauty has some technical purpose. For transmit energy, like antenna, radiate and accept energies. To emit energies, resonate with sound and energies. And so on.
So much to learn.
Guys, it's technical device. Macro chips we lived in. Beautiful macro chips. Now we deal with microchips, but it's our enemy directing us the wrong way, against laws of harmony, laws of our universe, to violate all laws. Before invasion, we had beauty everywhere, and we lived inside huge macro scheme where all how to say, let's call it streets, were waveguides, and waveguides were a way to send energies without wires, and aqueducts, so-called aqueducts, were for to transmit energy, not for supplying water. It's obvious for me now. And this is, it's mostly underground. Guys, it's underground, it's not on surface. It was under also. It was built before mud flood. I will make a few videos about different metro stations, underground subway, Z2, in different countries, different names, but the main idea, underground railways everywhere are first underground were built before mud flood, before invasion, and I can prove it. So let's summarize, let's sum up briefly. All I can tell, the whole universe has fractal design inside it on some level. It's like hologram and has structure of crystallic structure where everything connected with everything actually directly or indirectly, and law of karma is based on this principle, this rule. Second, as Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequencies. So everything is vibrating, rotating, and has frequencies. The higher frequencies, the closer you to the creator. Let's call it God. Third, frequency and vibrations follow the rules of mathematics and fractality and can be measured and calculated and redirected using those shapes, fractal rules. Number four, nature-like technologies of creating energy and living in harmony with universe and receiving free energy, eternal flow of energy, means following, can be reached by following laws of fractal and law of universe, of our universe. And the shapes can help us to get free energy with right vibrations and frequencies. Number five, all architecture in our world before mud flood were built using this sacral geometry, sacral shapes, and special shapes and forms to direct energy, like different salients in Iran and so on. They were using cavity structures like Grebennikov, using crystals. Also, they covered some mirrors and crystals to improve and to make better energy flow with vibration. So all architecture was kind of microchips using techno magic and so on. It was our normal life, technasma, techno magic and so on, using number five, golden ratio, and so on. So we all live in this beautiful world of free energy and magic, on a special, where all churches were built on special places. Not like now I'm showing, we are in Faraday cell, Faraday cage in modern building, where this concrete and steel structures inside walls are like, cage for us, like a prison. It's an energetical and vibrational prison for us. That's the only thing I can tell. So our enemies make us go against our universe. Absolutely, not like we lived before. Because before we lived in a beauty like you see. I'll just show you some photos to show the harmony we had before. And this fractal ornaments, ornamentation and decoration we had everywhere in patterns, so-called national patterns, or how to say in English, ethnic music, like Indian Celtic music and so on, because our enemy is destroying our ancient generators, because it gives us power, it connects us with the universe, because fractal structure is connected to the whole universe, and when we are inside such buildings, we get power, we get argon energy, we have we are full of energy actually, and enemy knows about it, and he destroys buildings like
Thank
this,
you,
and he
lovely
tells
Bru. Tell me.
actually the truth because of magic law.
Thank you for
Enemy
this
must
book.
tell us what he's gonna do and tell us the truth, but he's telling truth, calling it science fiction. He's telling true in Avatar, in Starship Troopers like this, and in some other movies like Independence.
Lovely Bru told me send me this book. So beautiful, the Bible of the Mandala. So beautiful. Thank you, Bru. Much love. It's got to do with you. It's got to do with you.
They and Ender's Game, and he's cheating us doing this. He calls it science fiction. Think about it. Thank you. Hello everyone. And today we're gonna talk about chemical analysis of the materials I took. And in order to do it, we'll go to St. Petersburg, to one famous Polytechnical Institute. It's as it was called in Soviet Union. Now it's Polytechnical University
Oh, we
in
jumped
St.
to
Petersburg.
another-
It's state.
We jump to another video. I see.
Technological Institute, like Massachusetts.
Let me see if it's clean. No commotion. Yeah. So why are showing you this? Why showing you this? Yeah. We must be aware that the body is part of this program, and this body, the air that we breathe, let's say that the air that we breathe is the spirit, is the spirit. This is what make this tissue alive in this program, this body. This body has got already all the information, all of it. The question is, what the spirit, mind that we call it, mind, the spirit, what is the information that you bring to yourself? What are you aware of it? Because everything exists already in this program, in this body. So the spirit came, you see, the big deception is birth, death, and rebirth. This is the big deception. And why is that? Because we are spirit. This is the issue here. The spirit, this energy that we are. This is what creates the program. But many people forgot. So they become the information. They become the suit. They forgot who they are. They forgot that this mind, whatever you feed this mind, this consciousness, you become the information. What you become, what you feed this mind, because all the information is there. What are you choosing to take from there? You've got everything that your attention is gonna be. This is what you create. You see, it's really important to understand, realize that we are not this deception, birth, death, and rebirth. This is what the system creates. This is the big lie. This is the big deception. Our suffering starts with this. You are going to prepare yourself to die. That actually this body is not alive. It's information. It's part of the information. What shape the matter? It's the spirit. This is why we are creator. We are part of it. I hope that, my English is good enough to, to be correct with. So, I'm spirit dealing with this computer, quantum computer. This body is part of this program, part of this quantum computer. I have all the information there, including this. Where are you going with your attention? Where are you going? What are you looking for? Because you're gonna find what you are looking for. You're gonna see it everywhere. Where is your attention go? Because everything is there. You can fly, you can be a singer, you can be whatever you want, you can travel, you can have everything you need to live this experience life with harmony and joy. And where are you going? What are you looking for? Because you've got everything. Bigfoot, everything, nothing new under the sun. Remember? This is the quantum computer. Everything is there already. Different name, different actors, everything is there. What are you looking for? Because heaven, whatever you walk with you, are you aware? What are you aware of? What is your state of mind? Because you are the creator. You see, this is the big deception. Death and rebirth. Birthday. Every day is birthday. As long as you are aware, it's birthday. It's a huge. As long as you know who you are, it's birthday. Yeah. You see, this is the big deception. It's not real. It's within, out. Within this mind, this consciousness. What kind of food you feed this mind, this temple, this car. It's about energy. Everything. Energy. You want to test this? How strong this energy? Take 2 jars with rice. Speak nicely to 1 jar with the rice and close the jar and speak negativity to other jar. In a few hours you're going to see a huge concern in the negativity jar. Huge concern. And we are able only by thinking to heal somebody and make the concern disappear. It's in our consciousness, mind. It's within, out. So you see, when the doctors say to a woman, you've got cancer, is killing it, the mind, the spirit, the morality. And this is what makes the body sick immediately. Immediately. It's all about information. Everything is now. It happened now. There is no past. There is nothing to remember. Everything should happen now. New. New you, new day, new everything new. You are not longer what you've been yesterday. Sorry, it's not me. I don't remember. And you. You've got everything. Where are you going? You should be aware. Where are you going? Mandela effect? Go ahead. You're gonna see Mandela effect as a magnet from all over. This is gonna be your mind, consciousness. This is what you are gonna become. This is what you feed your mind. This is what you feed in your mind, your consciousness, your body. It's within everything. There is nothing out. It's information. Experience life. This is the question. Do you know who you are? Don't believe. You should know who you are. You are the creator, Mamma Mia. Be aware of your state of mind, what kind of vibration you send, what kind of thinking. Yeah. So, birth, death, and rebirth, this is what they create for you. You are monkey. And double meaning, the moon is the key. You see? So I appreciate this knowledge that, you know, it's like the radio, you know, the old radio, you've got the scala. Where are you traveling? Because you can be whatever you want. Where you travel? 5G, you're gonna get 5G from all over. From all over. Every way that you are going to look, you're gonna see 5G, 5G, 5G. Bigfoot, reptilian, Lucifer, whatever you put in your mind, you're gonna see it from all over. So the body is a strong ego, you know, it's a strong mask. It doesn't want to let go. The body is make the mind blind, become blind. This is the ego. They're wrong, I'm right, this is their fault, this is, you know, it's not outside, it's you. Change the information. Because you've got everything, you can be everywhere, you can get, where are you going? What are you looking for? War or beauty? Because if you're looking for heaven, you're gonna see heaven everywhere. We are consciousness, mind. Be aware of your state of mind. Be aware what kind of blah, 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 blah. You send vibration all over. This is the ego. Me, listen to me, I'm me, rah, rah, rah. And zero respect. And zero knowledge. This is because people don't know who they are. They become the information. They are ready to kill for this information. It's information. So it's zero respect to the creation. But they believe in Jesus Christ. They believe in many things. As long as you believe, you don't know. You should know. Period. Are you aware? You just need to be aware that your father and your mother with you 24/7. You speaking with your father and your mother. In your vision, in your mind, this is what you see. Respect. This is when you know the truth. You love everything, everybody. You are one with everything. No name. I've got no name. We are not the suit. We are not the computer. We are not the information there. We are spirit. Creator. Mamma mia. Oh yeah. So what are you follow? What kind of information you feed yourself? Because you're gonna get as a magnet from all over this information that you're looking for. So you're looking for beauty and smile and joy and knowledge, true knowledge and inspiration, and grew up as a huge tree. You're gonna see this. You're gonna bring heaven to your life right now. It's within. You see why you are sun moon. It's within. You are quantum computer. All the information is there already. It's your attention, your mind, who all this information are waiting to suck this mind attention and take you far away from you as a creator. So what is so difficult to understand? You are not the body. You are the boss of this. You just need to be aware be in the correct line in the scala, Be yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. This is heaven. This is heaven for the benefit of all. Yeah. So, must be harmony between the spirit and the computer. Otherwise, it's virus, sickness, worry, fear, anger, negativity. Voila. All the information is there. Flat art, globe art. Where you want to go? It's information. Don't become the information. Be aware of yourself. So what's happened right now is We are in a very pressure time. I don't know if it's maybe it's copper. It's copper time. Maybe it's Bonza. No, it's not Bonza. I don't think so. It's, I don't know. I feel the copper very strong. You know, copper, copper, copper. This materialism is incredible. So we are in very unique time. Why? Because we become aware of ourselves. It means that we realize that birth, death, and rebirth, it's deception. It's not real. It's sterilized vision. It's broadcast. It's illusion. So you become free. You become free. You see everything now different. There is nobody, no one to blame, judged, be angry, because you know the truth. It's got to do with the heart, open heart. So you wake up in the morning, you become aware. You first of all, I do this to my father and my mother. What can I say? Thank you. Thank you. I've got this stage. You know, they're watching me. I'm watching me. I'm aware. I want to make V. Before somebody make V to me, I want to make this V for me. You know? You know that your father and your mother are with you. You know, it's a lot of respect. This is awareness. A lot of respect. You don't judge your sisters, your brothers. You don't judge the negative. No. Same way that you bless the positive, you should bless the negative. This is how we grew up. We've got free will. See? Everyone's got his time to be aware, or maybe not, maybe stay in the box of birth, death, and rebirth. Prepare yourself to die. This is the deception. It's got to do with all the lies. It's within, out. All the information there. But you see, you go to a huge, nice, big supermarket. Let's say this supermarket, it's not Walmart, it's not, it's small. This supermarket, huge, like a huge city, okay? You're gonna get there. You've got everything. It's not a question about money. What are you choose to feed yourself with? You've got everything there. See? If you don't know the truth, you are going to buy food. But when you realize the lies, you're gonna looking for energy. You want to feed your mind with the best energy that exists in this creation. The best. What is the best? I don't know. I'm looking for. This is what I want to put in my mind. I want to learn, grow up. And what I learn, I share with you. I share with you, no fear. This is what I learned. This is the information that you should see. I don't want to keep myself busy in negativity when in the other side I've got so much positive. What I'm doing in this time, I could change and do so much. You know, love bring love. Only love bring love. Anger bring anger. Okay? Language with anger, with the negativity, bring more negativity. So there is a very specific line that you should be in this scala to charge yourself correctly and become a lovely, great creator as we are. By thinking, by talking, by the action that we do. It brings a lovely reaction. And it should be for the benefit of all. Whatever you do, not for your ego. Satisfy your ego. We should be aware this is heaven, it starts with us. It starts with us. This respect. When we are by ourselves, this respect. So for me, the pyramid, it's to pure the mind. This fire, this awareness is fire. When you drive, you must be aware, otherwise, boom. You know, you need only one small minute, second to lose all life, everything. You must be aware. Imagine driving this experience life, how much aware you should be. It's kind of walking on egg. You don't want to break nothing. You don't want to destroy nothing. If you can't fix, don't destroy it. It's spirit language. Then you see the glory. All it's left to do is laughing, really, and smile and enjoy and hug people and be open and learn and listen. We are already rich. Everything with us already. Everything. Use correctly this hocus pocus abracadabra. There is no body to blame. It's your mind. It's your awareness. It's your consciousness mind. Your vibration. Your action. Yeah. So when you see this information and you realize that everything connects, you realize there is no difference between you and me. Whatever is your color, whatever you believe, all connect to one true, all of us. Like it or not, better like it, Jesus Christ. So there is no birth, death, and rebirth because this body was never alive. It's part of this program. There is no spoon. What's real is your consciousness mind. This is what's real. You're dealing with yourself and information. There is nobody to blame and judge. It's information. Change the information, everything will change outside. Different people, different place, different within, out. You know, when I start to realize this about the truth, really get it. When I buy Nikon P900, and I'm a good watcher, and I'm a good listener. Okay, so I watch sun and moon. You know, when you are aware, you're gonna see the answer. You're gonna see the solution. So I see clearly that the light come from me to the world and back to me. I see it clearly. And then I realize that I am Solomon. I am Salmon. It's within. I am the source. Mother Nature is the source. And then I realize that sun is actually kind of gas. It's different light, different reaction. And Luna is ice. And then I realized that, wow, so moon is the key. Moon is my face as mirror. Mamma mia, I couldn't stop laughing when I get it. Wow. It was huge when you realize, you know, that you just watch. You're gonna get the answer. And I was thinking, wow, yeah, why not? Luna is mother face. In our face, you monkey. Moon is the key. Moon map is mother. Nature map. Face. Luna is eyes. Sky are glass. Reflect light. There is nothing there. It's light. We are the source. We are battery Duracell. Taurus field. It was a really incredible. And then I learn the electron, proton, neutron, and the magnet. And I bring all, the piece together and everything they teach me in the past and they show me, come back to me, when I was a young child, in the information, of course. So I was in when I was about 8 years old, I couldn't speak correctly. So they sent me to Machon Weizmann. Weizmann, it's the place where all the scientists is. Machon Weizmann. They sent me there. Listen to this. It's in Rehovot city. Every week I was there in the morning and they teach me how to speak. So they do a few experiments probably with me and they show me the pineal gland. They ask me what it is, what is it? And it's come back to me when I start the last year, learn about the body and pineal gland and it's come back to me, all those pictures that I see when I was in this age, in this place, okay, when I go every week. So first time that I came there, I remember this, I walk like this. As a child, I walk like this. I could smile the knowledge there. As a child, I could smile and feel the knowledge over there in this place, in Weizmann place. And I started to learn to speak correctly. I learned very quickly in a few rendezvous that I have with them. I learned very quickly to speak correctly. And then I did this, I did a mistake because I'm not going to be there anymore. It's a shame. I love this place. I really wanted to stay there, all this. As a child, I love it, all this knowledge around me, Yeah, and I never been there from then. Very interesting. Yeah. So I'm a freak of knowledge. And then I start learning about the materialism and the free energy. And you see, and I drew mandala. So when you draw mandala, also you become, your mind start to see many dimensions and you start visiting. It's great meditation. And when we are like this, in kind of meditation, the thinking, the negativity doesn't bother us. So all the solution, all the glory easy come to you. And you are easy able to, take this out and bring this to reality, to the matter. It's not so much like this, but yeah, you should worship your mind more than you worship this body, this show, the information outside of you. See what I mean? And bring harmony with the spirit eyes and the body eyes. This is the Trinity. This is heaven. When we are aware ourselves, this is absolutely heaven. Absolutely heaven, because you are aware of yourself, what kind of information you feed your mind, what kind of thinking come to you, you are aware. You are not going to allow, you know, you know yourself. You don't put yourself in position that you believe anything and you don't know. So this is the big deception. Birth, death, and rebirth. That actually this body was never alive. Broadcast, television, illusion, information. So again, show me what are you doing with this stage, this opportunity to become, you can be whatever you want. Dance. When you know, you dance. You can be homeless and dance and feel victory, winner, freedom. Everything has got to do with this mind. Mind shape everything. It's private perspective. Yeah. Nobody say nothing. So much love, you all. Yeah, I have very close friends, and all they see is negativity, and it's really a shame, because you can put in your mind so much beauty, so much joy, and create. Don't stay, don't put yourself in same signal, same song. And memory, you see, memory actually create time for you. You can't be born again if you leave memory. Memory create the time. There is no time happen. Everything happen now. It's information. Wow. So how much in the 24 hours you are dealing with negativity? You should ask yourself, what are you feed this mind more? That's right. We should be inspiration. The spirit is the force. The spirit is everything. The spirit is make this suit alive. Don't fool yourself and follow the deception and put your mind there. Yourself as a creator. If it doesn't serve you, send this free. Forget about this. The more that your glass is empty, you've got place to learn and to learn more. Somebody told me yesterday, you are like a child. Everything make you wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I am. I am. Especially when I see us. I am. Oh, it's a huge party from my heart. Yeah, I become ocean. Yeah, when I see us together, This is the most beautiful that exists. It's like you see in nature a lot of elephants, you know, together. It's so beautiful. I don't know if you're still here. Don't want to keep your time. Maybe let's travel to another information. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. So why not? Why not? This is really big honor to present this information. And this is who we are. We must be aware who we are. Yes. Yes. So lovely. All the videos, one by one, you're gonna enjoy this channel. So beautiful. And they are young generation. This is so beautiful. I think we so yeah, it's about the triangle and the eye, your spirit eye. You see the knowledge all along in our face. Do you see? Do you see? You're gonna enjoy, I tell you, all this incredible, so lovely information. And really, with much respect, so beautiful, class. Let's jump to wherever we go. It's so lovely. Yeah, I think I see all the videos. I see them all, I think. So beautiful. And you know, I know that.
Hello, friends. And today I want to share with you my pain.
Yeah,
I
there is
watched a recent
translate.
video about another demolition of another perfect church, our civilization church of our previous civilization. Actually, it's not church, it's not building for praying. It happened in Iowa, and it happened recently. So today's video not about our past. It's one of the videos about our present day, how they still erasing our memory, erasing us, because all we have, all we are is memory. Actually, if you erase memory, you erase personality, you erase humanity, you erase individuality and everything. You erase everything, all we have. And today, they still do it. They started to do it in 19th century by nuclear explosions and like nuclear massive bombardment of our planet, Earth. And they continue. They go on and on. I will make another video about fires, but if they cannot burn it, they just turn it down, completely demolish. And it happens worldwide, globally, everywhere. For stupid reasons, sometimes they don't have money. Come on, USA is printing money for all over the world. There are plenty of money. All religion organizations have billions, really, on their accounts, and they're very powerful. And look what they do. It's in perfect condition, but they keep it abandoned. They don't use it, they burn it, and they just turn it down. They demolish it. It was in perfect condition with perfect free energy domes and so on. It was designed and built to keep vibrations, to resist any vibrations, and to make energy using vibrations. So it is 1.5 meters of thickness of walls with perfect rose windows for free energy and so on. So it could not fall down or be cracked in bad condition. It's another reason, another demolition in France. In France, just before they burned Notre Dame, they demolished like this one, 24 cathedrals like this one, like Notre Dame. It was in very good condition, but they just demolished it. What the heck is going on, guys, and how can we stop it? Bastards. The powers ruling our earth is erasing our history, our memory, because people start to ask too many questions. This happened in Germany also. Another cathedral destroyed, demolished, turned down. For stupid reason, they wanted to build some kind of coal mine or something.
No, they have a purpose.
They were producing charcoal? What the heck?
Yeah, they have a purpose.
They're using Russian gas, Norway gas, and so on for heating. Wind energy, solar energy, and blah, blah, blah. Their ecological Protestant prohibit stopped construction of nuclear power plants. That's happened in France. Just another example of demolition cathedral in France. That's what they do. Barbarians. They call themselves civilized people. We can never restore it. We can never build anything like this because technology is lost. It's in Indonesia. It happened everywhere. I gave you some reason, but in reality, if you search, if you Google abandoned church or demolition of church, turning down, explosion, in Germany they blow up at least 50 cathedrals.
Wow.
But they keep it in silence.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want any noise, so they try to avoid any mention. This happened in China also recently, a couple of them, but the peak of demolition was in the 10 and 14 years. Only in 11 years, they destroyed many churches. Many, because we had one global civilization, one style, and China had too many European buildings. They claim it was built in 19th century by British, blah, 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 but nobody believes this shit. It's again in Germany. Very thick walls, very good condition. It would cost a fortune, millions to restore it, to build anything like this, because of quality of the bricks, because of quality of mortar, because of stones in the foundation and basement, because it's always granite and white marble, and on the then something like bricks, and it covered, the surface covered, walls covered by also white stone. And all we do, we can make videos on our photos, that's it. And it's definitely, when I watched it, I had too many questions. quality of the bricks, of course, but quality of steel construction, how it could be done in 14th century. People are against. They say they are against, and watch what is written there. And look. And they say that those bricks and those steel constructions were done by local smiths in 16th, 17th, whatever century. But it's metal construction like we use in modern days in skyscrapers. We cannot do it without high industry, highly developed industry.
Why it's in Russia?
Because perfect steel we cannot copy today. No corrosion there. And actually it's a key element in construction. Just watch what they do and watch the next couple of seconds, couple of frames of video. Watch the metal construction. And it all was in very good condition. I mean, buildings go okay. I'm showing you one of the many videos about abandoned cathedrals. This one is Ireland somewhere. But it doesn't matter because it's everywhere. It was another type of free energy building, but it's mostly for different purposes, not just for energy. It's for communication, and I mean global communication. They had organs there. It was in very good condition. Look, it was designed to conduct energies, to make energies.
Crazy stuff. With the pointed arches, rose window. Damn. See the organ up there. Oh, I want to find a way up there someday.
Because we used vibrations to create energy.
There's up front.
It's what
Got more stained glass.
equipment.
Wow. Good woodwork. Awesome. There's the organ. It's huge. It's like 20 feet up.
It's really huge because organs, it's not just for music. It was our supercomputers, and we were directing energy using sounds because pipes in organ had different, very special mix of metals. They were made of mix of metals. It's not just steel rods or something. It's not that simple. It was zinc inside. It was timber, tin, and it was also some lead inside. So it's not just simple metal. It's not simple music instrument. And look the design, look the shapes. It was all for conducting energies. I have no idea how can we restore it and what kind of bastard can order to destroy it. Really, guys, I feel pain. I just want to share my pain with you. We must wake up and stop it somehow. No matter what's going on, how much it's gonna take. It's worldwide. In Russia, we have hundreds of thousands, not even dozens, abandoned churches. You can Google, you can search abandoned church in Russia, ruined church, ruins of church, and so on, because it was during the communist regime and so on, and then even today it's the same shit. Amazing stuff. Those buildings were not for praying, and they are in very good conditions. They will stay for centuries, even without any special maintenance. They are okay, look. And they are demolished. They stay abandoned purposely. It's not coincidence. What do you think?
It's the organ player Beatrice. You put all the music here. All the pipes are right there. Wow. Here, blow into it. I told you it would work.
Wow.
Sounds like a steamboat coming into port.
And please note what kind of sound was it. Even simple noise in the beginning making huge noise. It means huge energy from nowhere in the end of the Bible. So that's a way to multiply energy using resonance. It was resonating and directing energies. It was just in the beginning or in under huge rose windows, because rose windows was resonating by its shape. I made a video about cymatic patterns and sounds in churches. Please, if you haven't watched, watch it. I will make another video about sounds and its role in production energy in our past civilization. We had free energy, ecological, and so on. And the bells were also part of the system, creating, making energy, resonating, and so on. And it's all still can be restored. I think that's the only reason why they destroyed by fire, demolition, and so on. They are afraid that we will wake up, that we will remember all. They're afraid of our total recall.
That's right.
So please write in comments what do you think about all of it, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wow, so beautiful. Oh,
Permanent magnets are
let me see. We jump to another.
difficult things to understand. In fact, if we're absolutely honest with ourselves, we
Yeah.
don't understand them. You see, either end of
Yeah, it's. Let me see if there is no. See? Yeah, see? Mhm. Okay.
Let's make a wish. Because we all need peace all over the world. We all need development. We all need to know truth. And let's go around, like it says, these rotating wheels, and make a wish. What kind of wish? It's up to us. Let's do it together.
Development of channel. Truth all the world. For real history. For everyone to know real history.
Yes, and good luck for everyone. And I think the main issue for today, the biggest secret of the world, biggest secret of USA is the real history of USA. And let's continue. Explore the nearby. What can we see here? Again, I think it's a huge generator, alternator forever. It would be nice to put some alternating device there. Cool place, cool stuff. And as I told you many times before, sound technology, sound generating, energy generation was placed on sound and frequency devices, standing waves, and no clapper. It was no need to kick the bell with something. Look. Another material, another metal. Originally, it was not there. Unfortunately. I cannot make any noise, but I will make some noise later. Yeah, I can kick with my head. There are many bells and everyone is allowed to make some noise. Actually, it's kind of tradition. Everyone must. But everywhere, as we can see, clappers made of another material, another metal. So originally it was not there. Let's walk around and also rotate some wheels for luck. It must be clockwise if you look from top. Let's go around. I did it a couple of times, but I didn't feel any improvements in my life. Didn't get any better. Vajra, 4 sides Vajra, and when I climbed up, I felt something. I can feel all the vibrations there, really, and all the energies going up and down there. Really something strange.
Pretty cool feeling, some vibrations still here. Maybe I disconnected.
Really, and the shape is really interesting.
Going to the one local guy. I think I need some adventure, so we need to complete very poor place. Where many people live in trash. Запах это не передать туалетом пахнет.
And we get inside and it's really hot there. And I can imagine what temperature is there when really it's summer. I was there in spring and no sun. And 80% of people live in such conditions there. This guy is Indian. Actually, he came from northern part of India and he lives in Nepal. And it reminds me some trash conditions in some other countries. But it's okay, I think, for them.
Nice place to stay for 1 hour. People live in this condition everywhere.
It's okay.
Здорово. So they can do.
Once again, what's the price for entering this place?
All of them?
Yeah, just for everything. 9.5 thousand rupees.
No, how much in dollar? It's around $80.
$80.
Maybe
What
more.
is the
I think
price?
like $9.
$90 for this. Guys, look. Because I gave you some money here, which is a guide for tourists, but it doesn't help a lot, I think, in his situation. But I did what I can.
Okay. Happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday.
I thought we are lost. But we were told that there is some, traces of ancient buildings in the game there. It's in remote part of Kathmandu. But we found something. It's like a false rectangular port, and it's right in the field. This is strange. No building, nothing, just in the field. Many of them. Yeah, it reminds false. And many of them. It's a huge field on mountains, on top of mountains, somewhere in Kathmandu. I don't know where. Actually, guys, don't ask, I don't remember. Go there and find out. And it's not a touristic place, actually. Who built it, what for, no idea. And no tourists go there, strange. Only locals. I will try to climb up, but it's definitely artificial. I mean, it's not natural, it's not a piece of rock. And it's strange to find. I want to find out what was it for originally, because it's definitely, come on. It was something, some part of equipment, old vibrational, ancient antiquity. But what for? No idea. Who built it, when? And there are many of them, as I said. Right in the field, rectangular bed, and this Shiva Lingam or whatever they call it. It doesn't matter. Because many of them, kids just playing, they have no idea what is this for. And when it was built, they just use it for sitting for something, But we need to find the truth, find out what was it, and who cut it, who broke it. I'm sitting on another pile.
Квадратная площадка.
Yeah.
Rectangular plate. No idea. Who built it for when?
I have some ideas, but it's only my speculation because I cannot restore. I won't, but I still cannot restore the technology. I will try to do my best to do it. Sound vibrational technologies. But what we see here, it's Russian game laptop. It's not American football. It's not baseball. No, it's a bit different, and we call it in Russia laptop. It's where baseball came from. American football came from. Actually, it looks like American football, but it's Russian game. And I was a bit surprised when I found some people playing this game in remote place in Nepal, in Kathmandu. And again, it's kind of antiquity. How they did it, how they built it without modern equipment, without rotation. But shape is perfect. Today we cannot make this shape without rotation, but what kind of equipment can rotate very, very heavy cylinders, actually rectangular stones to make cylinders? And as you see, it's beautiful valley in the mountains, and we're gonna get down, explore what is the rest there.
Modified, super, and we can find out how they originally were built.
Yeah, we found some of them, and it's really not modified. I mean, not for tourist place, so we can see as it was before. Of course, it wasn't torn down, but all equipment was taken away from inside. But let's see what we can
Мы
find.
ищем в этом пути,
Actually,
третья такая дыра, которая
the third hole I'm going in, going through this day, but it's worth it. And let's research. Please note sound.
Теперь точный, он звучит. Супер.
It was created for making sounds, guys, for vibrations. Bricks, the whole technology was purposed to keep vibrations and sounds, like old stones, ancient stones. And what we see here? Of course, people, some live there, yeah, it's trash. But what is interesting there, it's a chain. Chain on top, look. It means that something there, something was hanged there. Something was directing energies from the top, from vibrator on top, down here through this chain to the bell, I think to the bell. And those niches, resonators, were creating standing waves from four sides to improve it. And that's very interesting hypothesis, and I will try to check it.
Особо прочный брейк, heavy bricks, they sound, они звучат. Они звучат.
Special bricks, all of them, everywhere.
Другого камня резонаторы,
And it's also resonators made of different stones, black granite. No one knows where they came from, but the resonators on top were made of a special material.
On top to attract energy and send energy down there.
Yeah.
And what we see here,
It's going to
Shivalingam,
contact
what's the rest of it? And of course,
personality
no
like
well.
this.
Something was designed to collect energy, to take it, to absorb. Shivalingam or sarcophag or any other device or bowls. But on top we see domes and we see bells. And bells were directing standing waves down there to other devices for redirection. Free energy, lights, street lights, and also strange thing. They're making fires, okay, it's their religion, no problem. A lot of six rays stars, and a lot of ancient devices. Actually, nobody knows how to use it, but they still are there, still left. And nobody knows what for. They think that it was kind of cult for praying. But we see mandala on them, we see some kind of definitely technical device for technical purpose. We see machining. They were machines, they were made not by hands, not manually. Definitely. No way it could be done manually.
No idea. It's a good device. Resonators.
And we see holes in the wall, like resonators, and a lot of devices, parts of antiquity. So what do you think about it, guys? If you have any ideas, please write in comments, really. We all need to restore all the ancient technologies of our previous civilization. Let's see what we can do all together. Maybe we can analyze put all our knowledge together and find out who we are, what we are,
Yeah,
and who is ruling us, who is the controller.
yeah. That's
It's
right.
definitely machine-made,
That's
mechanical. No way it would be done by hands, and material is very special. It's not simple, usual rock.
so gentle.
It's a special rock to conduct vibrations and energies. Because if you knock, you will see the whole the stone vibrating. And this one also. Definitely not done by hands. And you see mud flooded tree. Tree was then mud flood covered all this, and then it was built around this place, around this tree, because water source is there. And I found another proof of mud flood in Kathmandu. I saw some building, and what we see, I asked the guys,
Excuse me, how deep is foundation? How deep? The wall, fundament, foundation, and how deep? How many meters down? 5 meters, yeah?
Permanent magnets are difficult things to understand.
We
In
jump,
fact, if we're absolutely honest with ourselves, we don't understand them.
we jump to another.
You see, either end of a bar magnet will attract a piece of steel. But it doesn't follow that because it's bent.
So, this is the channel. This is the channel that you should know and visit and see the videos. Must. And they are very open to contact with us. You know, if you invite you to enjoy them and really important information. This one. All of them, really, all of them, really incredible information about the sound. Yeah. Yes. Much love you all. Remember, this body was never alive. You're gonna be young forever. No age, no name, no ego. You see, we become aware this is so precious. Yeah, we become aware of ourselves, that we are the creator, mind, consciousness, everything connect. Yeah, you're going to listen a little bit to this channel, and it's really precious knowledge. Love you all. Thank you so much. Have a great day. See you soon with other information. Much love. Thank you. Let me see.